Alrighty, let's get after it. 8/27/2025, 4:55 p.m. There's so much happening right now. So much happening in the NFL. A lot of important, a lot of not very important. Obviously, yesterday was the deadline for 53-man rosters. There's a lot of people getting claimed off waivers, a lot of people getting cut, a lot of people, firing up Indeed, a lot of people making practice squads. Even if they got cut, doesn't or released, doesn't mean they can be brought back on the practice squad. But obviously we had some deals happen. We had Trey Hendrickson's coming back to the Bengals. He's back. He's going to play this year. They worked out a deal to give him a raise for the year, a $14 million raise, bringing him to $30 million on the year. Yeah.
Situation as a whole, clown shit.
Yeah, it's not good. When 75% of your cap space is on 4 players, not good. Speaking of cap, just real quick, the Bears have the least amount in dead cap, $5 million. That's it. Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Least amount in dead cap.
Yeah.
Why is that not computing in my brain what that actually means?
It's like money that's not going to anything like on the team. Like how the Broncos last year had to pay Russell Wilson $40 million. That's money that they don't have.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, well, that's pretty fire.
It is good. It's awesome. It's very awesome.
For some reason, I was thinking of, like, cap space. I was thinking of it as, like cap space, and I'm like, that's not that good if we only have $5 million left in cap space, and we don't really have too many major players. Like, what the fuck did we do? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so, I mean, hey, that's pretty good. But, nevertheless, I will bet my life that Trey Hendrickson does not play for the Bengals next year. Or like you were saying, we jumped the gun a little bit. We talked about it before we started recording. Kyle had mentioned, they could franchise tag him. Then he'll probably sit out. He'll probably be like, whatever. I made $30 million last year. Fine me, whatever. Don't care.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think the whole situation, personally, like, it's just I think it's a 0 out of 10 for Trey Hendrickson. Maybe not a 0. I'll give it a 1 out of 10 for Trey Hendrickson. Because, like, he got more money, which is what he wanted. Which, a $14 million raise, like, that's insane to think that he was only making $16 million. But the fact that he, like, held out and did all this shit. And granted, he is not a very public figure when it comes to, like, making a stink, like a Micah Parsons and shit. It's been very under the radar. He's only really come out one time and said how unhappy he was there. But for him doing that and then, like, demanding more money, considering he is one of the best, statistically last year, the best defensive end in the league, it's like, you're going to just, like, he showed up to practice and everyone's like, okay, well, I guess you're not too committed to the holdout idea. And then it's like, oh yeah, you just settled for $30 million. Like, TJ and fucking Myles Garrett and everyone else is getting $40 million a year, and you're up there with those guys. You wanted more money, and you're gonna settle for 30?
Yeah,
it just seems kind of crazy. It seems like the whole thing was useless. Like, why couldn't they couldn't figure that out?
This is truly a waste of time, in my opinion. I think it was just like
they couldn't figure out $30 million fucking 2 months ago.
Yeah, that kind of, like, when I saw the report, I was like, wow.
Yeah, that
kind of annoyed me.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Kind of like. In the same situation, in the same sense, speaking of DNs looking for money, the Micah Parsons situation is kind of getting exhausting for me too. I'm getting kind of tired of seeing it.
It's a huge deal. It is a
big deal. But I'm just so tired of seeing it every single day. There's a new rumor here. There's a new rumor there. He's going to the Packers. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he's going to the Giants. Maybe not.
Yeah, everyone just keeps speculating, and it's like typical bullshit. Like, it's just dumb.
Stupid. I don't want to hear any news until it happens.
It reminds me of, like, 6 months ago when everyone's like, oh, dude, this year, this might happen. And, like, people come up with all these, like, make-believe scenarios, like the Packers are going to trade for this and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no one knows shit. Just shut up. Like,
no, truly, it's like so annoying.
Yeah, and it's no different than, like, with the draft too. Like, everyone, like, talks about, like, months before the draft even comes up. It's like, dude, the Bears are taking Genty at 9, and then, like, you look and the whole draft is completely turned.
No, 100%. Like, yeah, it's just like crazy. It's like, hey, Just until anyone knows anything, I don't want to hear you report about it. I don't want to hear about it because I am truly tired of hearing about it.
Also, Trey Hendrickson helped out Micah Parsons, helped out Jerry Jones because Jerry Jones screwed himself. Obviously, the whole situation, if anyone's been following, like knows kind of the details of it. Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons allegedly had a handshake deal. This was like a few months ago. They had like a handshake deal on like what he would make. Then obviously David Mulugeta gets involved, the best agent in all of fucking football, who's known for getting everybody as his player the bag.
Yep. Well, if they get the bag, he gets the bag.
Well, exactly. And Jerry Jones is really upset about that, yada yada yada. But all in all, when you think about it, like Jerry kind of screwed himself because if you had a handshake deal 2 months ago, maybe you should have figured that out before guys like Myles Garrett got done and TJ Watt got done, before those guys went and got 40 mil, because then you probably could have got away with paying Micah Parsons like 34, 35, and he would have been happy.
Yeah.
But then he screwed himself, and now Mike is like, well, fuck, everyone else is getting paid. I need to get paid, and he's going to want that money. But now Trey Hendrickson almost kind of helps it because he's like, well, he was the best player in football last year, and he's only making $30 million. So it's like, okay, now you're kind of back to that 35 range probably for Micah.
He's probably definitely, I'm going to say, it'll be 35
if
to 38.
If they pay him. Yeah, 35 to
whoever
38.
gets him, that's what they'll pay him.
I don't know how they could have any more money to give him more than that, because, I mean, look, the fucking CeeDee Lamb deal was huge, and then Dak at $60 million a year. I mean, I don't know how they could afford to pay Micah Parsons. I mean, we said the same thing about the Bengals, obviously having to pay Jamar and Joe Burrow and T. Higgins, but, like, man, that is, I don't, who knows? Who knows? But it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
All I know is that my team does not have these struggles.
Thank God.
Yes, that is a very good spot to be right now. After this year, I'm sure we will with Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson's kind of, looking at the cornerback market right now, and he's like, hey.
We're also kind of getting screwed, too, because, the cornerback market went ape shit in the last, year, 2 years, really.
Yeah, basically right after we had extended Jalen Johnson.
Everybody else just got paid a fat bag.
Yep, and now he's sitting here like, hey, I'm top 5 in the league. Well, not according to anyone in the league, apparently.
I was just
people
about to
who
say
don't
that.
pay attention to numbers. It's all, I guess, based on how flashy and, I don't know, not good you are. Shout out Sauce Gardner. That's all that matters. But, yeah.
I think that gives him more reason to play his dick off this year.
Oh, 100%. It's a contract year. If you want the bag, you need to earn the bag. I mean, it's simple as that.
Yeah.
Especially with, stay on secondary players. Kyle Hamilton just became the highest paid safety ever.
Yeah.
4 years, $100 million, 82 mil guaranteed. That is
well deserved. He is a fucking
he's
baller.
a beast.
He is so good, and he plays both levels in the secondary.
Ton of money.
He plays both levels in the secondary. Like that's what he really like. I mean, he's got. He's fucking incredible.
At one point, the Bears had the highest paid safety in the history of the NFL. Eddie Jackson.
Oh yeah.
He was nuts. I mean, he was really, really good.
He was, and then he turned to 98 overnight.
It was insane. It was like his first 3 years are like, wow, this guy is insane.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, another big bag.
Yeah, got the exact thing I thought he would get. I mean, I think most people thought that just because, again, his age is a factor. That's why it was kind of tough to justify giving him, I think his skill set too, in my personal opinion. It's tough to justify giving him Jamar J. Jetta's money. I think this is super fair. It's super good. I do definitely see him. This one thing I was thinking about, just like driving to work this morning, because everyone's predicting the Commanders to not be that good.
I have no. Yeah, you said that before we started recording, but I have not heard anyone say that. I've heard everybody.
I saw like
think
5
that they're
posts
gonna be
today.
Like, I've heard every single between the McAfee show, like Adam Schefter, all the people that they bring on, every single person thinks this team's built and ready to go to the Super Bowl.
And that's another reason why I think I kind of agree that they won't be good. It's the same thing they said about the Texans.
Yeah, this happens all the time.
There's a whole year of tape on Jaden Daniels now. There's a whole year of tape on that entire team.
Yeah, on the entire offensive scheme.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn, Kyle Shanahan. Not Kyle Shanahan. Fucking, Jesus Christ. God,
Cliff Kingsbury.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, I'm
thank
sitting there thinking,
Jeez,
I know his name. I'm looking at I picture his face.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole year of tape on all of that. So I mean, it'll be
Yeah,
interesting to see how it plays out. Yeah, that's why I like am. They're gonna be good. Like they're definitely still gonna be
I think they'll
good.
definitely be a relevant team. They're not just going to go back to being like the Washington of the past, where they were just
The
irrelevant.
football team, the
Uh,
Washington football team.
Yeah, even just or just even
Like just
before
that.
that, they were garbage.
Yeah,
They
I
were
mean,
just super relevant.
it's yeah, they're definitely gonna be good. I think it helps like when you're in that first year, the motivation of like no one expects us to be good. Same shit with the Texans. It's like first year head coach, first year quarterback. Like you can almost have like that chip on your shoulder. Like,
Yeah,
dude, no one thinks we're gonna beat the Lions. Meanwhile, we beat the fucking brakes off them in the playoffs. Like, holy shit. It, like they just kept, you could use that all year long, and they kept overcoming a lot of things. And now this year starting off fresh, where everyone's like, every single team right now thinks they have a chance to win the Super Bowl. Well, good luck. Like now everyone's back on even playing field, so we'll see where it goes from there. But good for him. I mean, he was definitely deserved of that money.
oh, 100%.
He's been there through thick and thin with that team. So I mean, he kind of, it was kind of crazy that they even hesitated on giving him more.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that he definitely deserved to be paid 100%, and it happened. So shout out Terry McLaurin, good for you, man. Got your bag. Jacoby Myers wants out of Vegas. That was kind of big news that I thought was pretty decent news, decent sized news, considering the fact that he is a core piece of that offense, a very, very massive piece. Him, Brock Bowers, and Gentino, massive piece. Who else is in that wide receiver room?
They just got Amari Cooper.
That is true.
Free agent Amari Cooper.
That is true.
We were just talking about him right before the draft. Me and my boss, we were like, Amari Cooper's a fucking free agent. I'm like, how is he not on a team yet?
He's old, dude. He's been in the
I
league
mean, yeah.
since 10 years now. Yeah, 10 years
I
now.
think, was it 16? I think it was 16.
Either way, 9, 10 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Same diff. But I saw a post. It's 2025. Amari Cooper is a Raider. Keenan Allen's a Charger. Brandon Cooks is a Saint. There's one more. I can't remember.
Fuck. I know. I seen the same exact one too.
But it is crazy to think about. It's like, dang, it's like back where everyone started.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
It is funny how that happens. But yeah, the Jacoby Myers thing, that's an interesting problem for them to run into.
It is.
It's kind of shocking he wants out now. It makes you wonder, like, what
Yeah.
is going on? Like, it makes you wonder, like, what's the locker room like right
Is
now?
he foreshadowing?
Is
Like,
he
hey.
not getting along with Pete Carroll? Is there like what's the disconnect that like this team's been ass
Oh yeah.
for a couple years now?
Oh yeah.
and
He
now
just now wants out.
yeah, now you're like, I want to dip. Now that we have like a part new owner in Tom Brady, you got a brand new head coach, brand new OC, new quarterback. Max Crosby got a deal. You got
Well, his thing is
Brock Bowers
his
in there.
contract.
Like,
That's what they're saying. It's contract dispute, so he's not really happy. Another guy, I think Jacoby Myers is. Hey, give him 3 years. Give him $65 million. There you go. Perfect.
yeah, I don't know what he's making right now, so I'd be curious to see like how much of a bump that would be in his pay. But yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the low 20s would probably suffice.
In Bears news, one of my favorite pieces that I guess just never happened. I always had high hopes for him. Tyler Scott is no longer a Chicago Bear.
Rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tragic. I feel like he kind of got robbed of the chance that he never had. So it's pretty lame.
Say goodbye to Ian Wheeler too.
Yeah, Ian Wheeler didn't even make the practice squad, which a lot of people were shocked about. People were like, wow, I figured he would definitely at least make the practice squad.
I was also shocked when I seen that on the list of who we cut.
Yeah, there's a ton of people that got cut. It was, I mean, obviously I'm not going to go through all of them. There were just a few that I saw that were kind of like funny or just shocking. First of all, I forgot that Deontay Johnson was on the Browns.
Oh god.
No longer on the Browns.
I could not wait to bring that up, dude, after how much we talked about him last year, just
Yeah.
like basically just homie hopping, going like team to team to team. No,
Yep.
everyone's like, get this fucking guy out of here. Like they bring him in and then kick him out within like a month. Didn't he go to like 2 different teams last year? He left one team, went somewhere. Left. Did he go to like the Texans and then not even play like one snap for them, and then they dropped him, and then he went to
the Ravens.
Went to the Ravens, and then they didn't use him either, and then they
Yeah, well, he said like
dropped
he
him, and
was
then
like
the Browns picked him up.
refusing to even go in. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not doing this.
And then the Browns pick him up.
Yeah.
and then they drop him now. Like before, it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
he's
that's
done.
so funny.
So this was huge to me. Tommy DeVito got cut by the Giants, but
Tommy Cutlets got cut.
don't worry, he got picked up by the Patriots. Tommy DeVito is now a New England Patriot.
They really upgraded their backup QB room by getting rid of Joe Milton and bringing in Tommy Cutlets. That's all I gotta say.
Dude, I mean, it's kind of, I'm not even gonna lie, it kind of looks like it. I mean, Joe Milton has a massive arm, which we've seen,
Yeah.
but sometimes he just kind of just throws it up and he's like, hey, let's see. Like, honestly, I think sometimes he's just like, let's see how far I can throw this ball right now.
Yeah, right.
I don't care who catches it.
Yeah, I think I think it's really funny. I was kind of shocked by that, actually, that they got rid of him. But I guess when you got like Russ, Jameis, and Jackson Dart.
Yeah, you obviously Jameis, you can't get, or Jackson Dart, you can't get rid of. Jackson Dart is your rookie sensation in the making. It looks like Russ is, it's kind of you really can't get rid of him after you guys. Actually, I don't know. Did they even give him any money?
Who?
Russell Wilson?
No, he's still getting paid by the Broncos.
Okay, and then Jameis Winston, it's another guy. I feel like you can't cut him just based off the fact of like a locker room like vibes. Like he's just like, hey, this guy's gonna lift up our locker room. But
go ahead. You're good.
And then we're sitting here thinking, well, who's gonna play quarterback for the New Orleans Saints? Well, the Saints come out and say it's not going to be Tyler Shaw. Spencer Rattler's our starting QB. That's the guy we're going with.
Yeah, the Rattlesnake.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
They might be the worst team in football this year.
They definitely will be. Arch Manning, get ready to learn gumbo. I'm gonna say that right now.
I think they're going to be probably fucking terrible. It's hard to say. Like, obviously, first year head coach too, but Kellen Moore.
A known like crazy football brain.
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
guy
saying.
is
Like
smart,
offensive
bro.
genius.
Yes.
And he's still. Brandon Cooks is kind of getting up there in age, but
If Olave could wear a guardian cap,
if he could dress like the Michelin Man and somehow manage to make catches like he can, and then you still got Alvin Kamara out there. I mean, you would like to think that their offense can be relatively decent, but man, that quarterback situation is
not good.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Good. Unless for some reason Spencer Rattler's like, hey, I am the prospect that was, recruited in college when I was in high school. I'm that prospect that everyone said I'm the number one QB coming out of high school.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Browns though for calling them a clown organization. They got draft capital off of a free agent, Kenny Pickett. They sent him to the Raiders, and they actually got a 5th-round pick in exchange. So shout out them. Hey, good job, Browns. You guys actually did something kind of smart.
Yeah, Aiden O'Connell, apparently that's a pretty serious deal. They're expecting him to miss like 5 to 6 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So they needed Kenny Pickett. I mean, hey, Raiders once again just adding to the stack, dude. Now they have a Super Bowl winning quarterback on their team.
Yeah, right?
I mean, the guy was out there for the last snaps of the Super Bowl. I mean,
another injury update, Joe Mixon. So the first has said that he's probably going to miss the first. He cannot play the first 4 weeks based off the list he was put on. But now I saw something. There's a rumor going around. He might not play at all this year.
Yeah, I didn't like the way Adam Schefter. Like again, it's like maybe just wait like 1 more day or 2 more days to pop the news because like you've tweeted out 15,000 tweets in the last 3 days.
Yeah,
you don't need to make a tweet and say that. God, I can't think of the GM for Nick Caserio. Like, Nick Caserio was uncommittal to saying that Joe Mixon would maybe miss the whole season. It's like, let's just wait till we get the actual news at him. But yeah,
I agree.
He might miss the whole year, which maybe that would suck for them.
Nick Chubb, dude. They got Nick Chubb.
I know. I would love to see Nick Chubb have a fucking awesome
career
year.
resurgence.
Yes.
That would be sweet. Again, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this. First post, Micah Parsons in a Photoshop Packers jersey. Guys, can we just please?
I mean, they're like probably the number 1 team that would need a piece like him that would actually make like a massive impact.
They're apparently, well, part of the rumor is they're just trying to give like They would give a king's ransom for him.
They're gonna, yeah, they'd have to.
Also, another thing that I'd seen, God, what's his name? I can't remember. Hunter Renfrow was cut by the Panthers.
Okay, yeah, I need to. This needs to be cleared. So I seen that, and obviously the first time I read it, I'm like, Hunter Renfrow. First off, I'm like, Hunter Renfrow was on the Panthers now.
We talked about this.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But then the tweet that I read as I kept reading it, it said, "This is not the Hunter Renfrow that played wide receiver for the Raiders." And I'm like, what the fuck other Hunter Renfrow is there? And then now I've been seeing tweets about it again. People are like, I can't believe they just let Hunter Renfrow go. And I'm like, is it him or not? What are we doing
It
here?
was him, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like, okay,
That was
I
him,
forgot he
yes.
went to the Panthers. I totally would have never.
Yeah, they had picked him up over free agency, and then
Why would they cut him?
I don't know, because someone posted a video. They're like,
Because he cooked one of their fucking DBs?
yeah, one of their
Like,
second
what?
round picks. He absolutely torched that guy. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And the reason why I thought about that is because I just looked right now. Adam Schefter posted a tweet talking about the Panthers wide receiver room
Yeah.
and their ages.
Well, because they also just lost Adam Thielen, who's going back to the Vikings.
Yes, he is.
I don't understand this move by the Panthers.
That's what the one was. That was
Adam
fourth-
Thielen with
yeah,
the
Adam
Vikings.
Thielen.
Yes. Yeah.
Draft capital? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what did I forgot? They didn't really.
They really didn't get anything.
They got a 2026 7th round pick and a 2027 5th round pick. No, sorry. That was what the Vikings got. The Panthers get a 2026 6th round pick and a 2027 4th round pick.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so you're rocking a 5th and a 4th for Adam Thielen.
They're
like,
conditional, I thought.
the Vikings is conditional.
Okay.
I just don't understand. Like, okay, you got Bryce Young, who was a struggling quarterback. He was able to actually get it together.
Well, they're high on their pieces that they've drafted.
Which 100%. And Xavier Legette has not looked bad. And Teteroa McMillan is supposed to be the second coming of Jesus, which he does. The kid's phenomenal. But you'd think you'd like to keep at least one solid piece that has had a good connection with Bryce Young so far. And also like a savvy veteran. I know Adam Thielen's not like in the peak of his career anymore. And he's not the Adam Thielen of like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But the guy's a vet, and he's a fucking solid-ass player. Like, you
He
think
still
you'd want to
is.
keep that connection there.
Yeah.
Especially getting rid of, like, also you're going to cut Hunter Renfrow. I mean, maybe that video could have been the one and only good video he had from practice.
Yeah, they really could have been fishing there. So.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. So, but it does seem kind of crazy to get rid of Thielen for them. I mean,
I agree 100%.
so I guess, I don't know. We'll see how that pans out for them.
So hopping back on Deontay Johnson, someone said, last season I told you that Deontay Johnson is an elite separator. He has now separated from Steelers, Panthers, Texans, Ravens, Browns. 3 of those came from last year.
Yes. Yeah, he's all he's got to do is go to the Bengals now. He'll complete the saga.
Yeah, no, he definitely needs to. That'd be great.
And sticking on the Browns, they've also named their number 2 quarterback as Dylan Gabriel.
Yep.
A lot of people throwing flack their way and talking about Kevin Stefanski and the Browns sabotaging Shadur Sanders.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a crazy narrative that people are actually giving like fucking traction to. I mean, it's just
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just because in the last game, the last preseason game, Shador came out and said, yeah, I thought I was going in, and he said no. So he's like, I was just, taken aback by that, which I kind of agree in the sense of like, hey, why not? Like, sure. Like, send him out there. Go ahead. Why give those reps to Tyler Huntley, who you're going to release the following day?
who just re-signed with the Ravens.
Yeah,
again.
so he's back with the Ravens.
That's another one that's back. Not that he's a big name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do understand that part. I don't know that he's necessarily out here saying like, I don't want this guy to succeed. I want him to fail. You drafted him. He was one of the people. He's in that war room. He drafted him.
And he also got drafted later than Dylan Gabriel. So obviously their scouting team thought that Dylan Gabriel looked like the better quarterback coming out of college. There's been reasons given why. Now, of course, no one wanted to say it beforehand, apparently. I do think that's kind of funny. Beforehand, everyone's like, Shadur, we can't wait to see Shadur. We can't wait to see him. He looked great. You know, he had that great. And then this happens. Now there's a bunch of stink about it. And now guys like Adam Schefter and like Dan Orlovsky are like, yeah, but you could still see he's got the same problem he had in college where he's holding on to the ball too long, and he's like instead of throwing the ball where the play is designed, he's like looking downfield. He's not even trying to read the defense. He's just looking for his one out, and it's like now you guys are calling that out. But 2 weeks ago he looked so great. He's so great. He's so great. It's like
that was another thing that we also talked about before this even happened, like before the draft even happened. I was like, dude, this guy was known for like. Granted, I would like to see him play well. I mean, sure, whatever. Anyone would like to see play well, succeed, sure. But in college, there was like people would talk and say he's holding the ball literally to stat pad. He would rather take a sack than throw a pick.
Yes, which in some cases is better, but not in every case. You can't just do it every time.
Exactly.
But it's getting so much hate, and like RG3 put a whole video out about
RG3 is a bozo, dude.
He is one of those guys that like 50% of the time he's got like a pretty good ass take on stuff, and it's like, wow, that is not the angle I expected him to take, but I'm glad to see he like has a brain. And then the other 50%, I look at his shit and I'm like, wow, what happened to him? I thought he had a brain.
This is more, and it's more of like the thing where this is why we have this show, guys, because we're not out here fishing for relevancy. We do this show day in, or week in, week out, and hey. We don't have the following that even RG3 has, but we still don't sit out here. Yeah, right. We're still not out here just saying anything just to say it.
I know. I get what you're getting.
Like RG3 is literally. Sometimes I'm like not even just him. Like just some takes in general. I'm like these are such awful takes.
Ryan Clark.
There's no way they even believe this, right?
Yeah, 100%. They're just saying shit like it is for clickbait.
Yeah,
it's for
like engagement purposes, dude. It's like this is such a bad take.
Yeah, and like his idea of like, they were playing with fourth and fifth stringers out there, and then he didn't get this shot and he didn't get that shot, and then it's like, do you really think that the organization would try and sabotage a quarterback that they just drafted?
Yeah.
Why would they be trying to sabotage their own fucking draft pick? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then also, Braden Fajoko tweeted out, and I thought it was pretty funny. He quote tweeted the post from RG3 about the whole thing. He said, "You and Kirk Cousins were in the same 2012 Washington draft class. You were named number 2 overall pick, or you were the number 2 overall pick, named starter from day one, while Cousins, a 4th rounder, barely got a look. If you hadn't gotten injured, Kirk likely never gets a shot to prove himself. Where was the competition since they took 2 QBs in the same draft? Spare us the fair competition talk. Draft status drives opportunity, not fairness, same as it was for you." Yeah. And I'm like, there you go. That like exactly.
No, that's honestly that's
like someone needed to shit on that point that he brought up, and I'm like, thank God, that was the perfect way to do it.
Do I think Shedeur sees regular season playing time?
Yeah,
110%.
110% for sure.
He definitely will, because what's going to happen is Joe Flacco, he's going to do great. He's going to be scorching hot the first 3 weeks, and then Joe Flacco's age is going to show, and then you're like, all right, put in Dylan Gabriel, and then Dylan Gabriel's going to get. Not wishing it upon him. He's going to get injured, or he's just not going to be that good. And like, well, let's just try Shedeur. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. I'll bet money on it.
Well, in all likelihood, I mean, Joe Flacco's got, like we talked about, the start of their schedule is like, for I think week 1 is Ravens. It's like Ravens, Bengals, and then I forget who after that. So they got a tough few weeks to start the season. He could get beat up if they start off rough in the first 5-6 games. I'm saying Dylan Gabriel comes in, and I would say whether he gets hurt or not, if they're at any point, like I'd say by time they're like 2-10, 2-9, I think Shedeur just comes in for the rest of the season just to get him out there anyways, whether Dylan Gabriel's hurt or anything. Like, no matter what, I do agree. I think they're going to get both of them on the field at some point.
Yeah.
And for a significant amount of games. Because they almost have to.
I mean, yeah, might as well.
Because Joe Flacco ain't going to be there next year.
Definitely not. Joe Flacco will probably just call it quits after this year, if I had to guess. Especially if this season goes poorly. He's probably like, you know what? I won a Super Bowl. I'm good.
How fucking crazy. I mean, I do love Joe Flacco. I think he's really fucking good, and I loved how he got the Browns as far as he did. Was that last year or 2 years ago? 2 years ago, because last year was the Colts. Ugh.
Yeah.
That was a little rough patch. But I loved what he did with the Browns 2 years ago. I kind of would like to see him almost get the Browns a Super Bowl and see Joe Flacco at like 43 years old win a
Yeah.
Super Bowl. But it would be kind of funny to think like Shedeur Sanders would also have a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, right?
As a rookie, rode the bench. Joe Flacco just throws for like 5,000 yards and 45 touchdowns.
That'd be crazy. Everyone would be like, where's the fountain of youth, Joe?
Be like, sign him. 5 years, $500 million.
And then proceeds to just fart the rest of those 5 years. Just not good. He's like, yeah.
He'll basically just pull a Kirk Cousins on him.
Yeah, just fleece you guys.
Get like 100 and something million guaranteed off of like a 3-year deal and then fucking call it quits.
I think Kirk Cousins, I think his thing was they signed him and then that free agency and then in that draft, take a QB in the first round.
Smartly. They smartly took a QB in the first round because Kirk Cousins was not the answer. It was
Never
dumb
was,
to waste the money. Yes,
yeah,
it
the
was
fact
dumb
that they
from the
spent the
get-go.
money, but also is Kirk Cousins also sitting there thinking, why would you pay me?
Everyone's talking about Michael Penix going into this year, which is kind of mind-blowing to me. Like, I agree. I want him to start over Cousins, but again,
I think he's going to. I'm pretty sure he's going to.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like, going to your point, what you were talking about now, like, that contract now makes less sense than it did before.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
That's Cleveland Browns type shit.
It is, dude. It's like the Falcons are just like, that's a huge blemish. Yeah, makes no sense. Another major news, Rashee Rice is getting a 6-game suspension. That just dropped today.
Yeah.
The NFL took it upon themselves. They were first. That's another thing we were talking about this. They said the NFL came out. They said we want to give him 10 weeks suspension. You know, the Players Association's probably like, oh, you know what? We'll do 6. We can't do 10. We'll do 6. Yeah. So he's out for 6 games. I think. I mean, Brandon will more than likely still be okay without him, but jail. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. You're not special, pal.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, but obviously
he's gonna be bad for his career, man. I was like,
this is really just like detrimental. Like, yeah,
not just the stain of like that, because I mean he could overcome that. Well, but like missing all of last year,
it's
now
pushed
missing
off until next year.
I thought it was this year.
No, his court case and all that is next year.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, but he's getting suspended
this year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like more important, like playing time wise. You have a guy who came out as a rookie, was a fucking stud, goes into his second year, gets his leg completely torn apart, misses the entire season basically.
Yep.
Then you got the whole off season. Then he starts training again. Now you're out for another 6 weeks. Like, man,
stunts his growth, gets the yips.
Yeah, dude.
He could be in the yips, and maybe he starts finding his flow again. It's like, hey, you got to deal with this that happened. 2 years ago now.
Yeah, because like think of how long he was out of even being able to like run any type of drills or any. I mean,
yeah,
he sustained a serious leg injury.
Yeah,
that was a long recovery and a tough recovery for a really young guy. So that's a lot of fucking valuable reps he missed there. A lot of valuable reps. It's kind of crazy. Like I would be shocked. I'd be shocked if he's like any bit relevant. In like even 2 years from now.
I think that's actually a very valid point. I think it ends up like a, granted, completely different situation. It's just kind of similar in the aspect, like with Mecole Hardman. Mecole Hardman was like, everyone was super high on him. Like, dude, Patrick Mahomes gonna love this guy. He's gonna be, the next big wide receiver.
He had moments.
Yeah, he just faded away.
Yeah.
I forgot where he's on someone's practice squad right now.
Yeah, I can't remember where the hell he went.
I just saw it too,
Chiefs.
but I don't remember.
Where'd he go after the Chiefs?
Honestly, I want to say the Packers, but I know that's wrong.
No, you're thinking of Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Yes.
Who also just signed somewhere too, but I did not screenshot that. I didn't think because I didn't really give too much of a shit.
Mecole he's on the Jets.
Okay, it was the Jets. I thought it was the Jets, but I wasn't 100%. For some reason, that didn't sound right.
Yeah, he's on the Jets.
Yeah, okay.
Google says he's currently on the Chiefs.
Really?
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, that's interesting. Also, quick, going back on the Browns thing, I did forget this. They signed Bailey Zappi.
I did see that.
So they lose Kenny Pickett, they lose Tyler Huntley, and they get Bailey Zappi. I don't hate that. I like Bailey Zappi. I think he's a solid backup.
He's just very serviceable backup.
Yeah, he had some great looks in up in New England.
Yeah, I remember when Jaquan Brisker put his balls in his face?
Yes.
That was awesome. Everyone's like, there's no shot the Bears beat the Patriots. The Patriots are going to steamroll them. The way Bailey Zappi's been playing.
It was also
they benched Mac Jones.
That was Belichick's game to like tie the all-time coaching win record or some shit.
Granted, he ended up breaking it that year, but
of course. But everyone thought, and it was a perfect storm. Like, it's gonna be against the Bears. They're gonna blow the Bears out. But I remember Boston Connor on the Pat McAfee show being like, he's like, I took the Patriots minus like the spread was like fucking 14 or some shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I took him minus 14. I took him minus 21. I took him minus 28. He goes, I took him all the way up to minus fucking 45. He goes, we are gonna beat the shit out of the Bears. And then the Bears won.
Yeah.
And that was so funny, dude.
The Bears pummeled Bailey Zappi in that game. Yeah. They're like, okay, put Mac Jones back in. And then Mac Jones obviously didn't do anything. They're like, what do we do now? Shout out Bill Belichick, though. I actually saw something today. Making money moves.
I don't know if that's real.
If it's okay.
It was Bleacher Report, right? The one you're talking about?
Yes.
I almost screenshotted, but I was like, I don't want to get fooled, so I'm not going to say anything.
If this is real, I'm just gonna Google it. Do we just need to Google it? Or not Google it.
It's like we could say allegedly to begin.
Yeah. Allegedly. This is Bleacher Report. There's multiple pages saying this. But we'll just say this. I just want to check the comments first, guys, real quick. Oh, man.
I can't.
I'm going to say it.
In my head, I don't think it's real.
It could definitely be fake. Let's see. Definitely could be, but maybe not. So, allegedly, Bill Belichick and his girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, they are filing a trademark for the term gold digger. Therefore, then, with that, if they get this trademark, they're going to start a business, a jewelry and keychain company named Gold Digger.
Did you also see the rest of the tweet? If you were happening to look at the Bleacher Report, I would like you to read the rest of the names that they said that he's trademarking.
Yeah. One sec. Because I did read it earlier.
That's another thing that made me think of, like, obviously.
There's going to be, they also filed trademarks for Chapel Bill, Bale Schrader, Trail of Salty Tears, No Days Off, and The Belichick Way.
The Chapel Bill got me. That one, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's that's a good one.
That whole thing, I don't know if I believe
if it's real or not. Don't know. Just saying.
Bill Belichick has aspirations to own a keychain company. I don't know. It just sounds so dumb.
Dude, money moves, passive income.
I mean, Gold Digger is a hilarious. I mean, it's all just like too perfect, you know. But then again, I could see her doing some shit like that because she's like 26.
100%.
So I mean, who knows? The fucking world we live in anymore? Who knows?
Shout out this, guys, real quick. For anyone who cares. I don't think it really matters. But this is another thing. And I forgot his name. Oh, Deuce Vaughn is no longer a Cowboy. Javonte Williams was named the starting running back. So everyone who clowned me in fantasy for saying, why would you even take Javonte Williams? Hey, guys, in the 9th round, granted, if it is Javonte Williams, he's still a starting running back. It's great value. Not saying it's going to work out or be good, but great value.
Yeah, now that you're not getting him in the 2nd round anymore or possibly the 1st.
Dude, I picked him in the 3rd round last year.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, even that
I got
still,
cooked. I got cooked.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be legit.
Did.
Not good.
Real quick on the Jets thing, we mentioned the Jets briefly there because of McCole Hardman. The Jets did claim tight end Jelani Woods off of waivers because the Colts dropped him. I was shocked to find out that the Colts dropped Jelani Woods. I get it, they got Tyler Warren now, but also again, this guy's he's a 6'7" tight end. Like, what are we talking about?
Maybe his route running buns.
How can we not find a use for this guy? They didn't even try to use him in Indy. I mean, it was like pathetically bad. So.
Maybe he's that big and can't block. That's a huge. That's not good.
I mean, that's true. And sticking in that same division, the Bills are signing, once again, safety Jordan Poyer back to the practice squad. So, good move on them because they did lose Rasul Douglas
to
the Dolphins. They signed him on a 1-year, $3 million deal. That's not a bad move for the Dolphins. That's a team that you're not hearing a lot about, other than like the hate on Mike McDaniels. Like a lot of people are kind of like cooking him and
I
talking
think
shit
people
on
are
him.
just kind of getting tired of it because at first Mike McDaniel was cool. He's like, yeah, he's like a good coach and all that.
Yeah,
And all this stuff.
for sure.
But yeah, now I think people are kind of getting fed up with him. Like, you know what, dude? It's not cool anymore. It's not funny anymore. You suck.
Yeah, I think, which is to me kind of crazy when I'm thinking about it now, because why doesn't Zach Taylor get the same amount of hate?
I think I know he got some flack last year.
A little,
He
but
did catch some, but it wasn't a crazy amount.
not like what he deserves. I mean, like Mike McDaniel's gets like, dragged through the mud. And people are like, Tua fucking sucks. The Dolphins can't do shit. They suck. They haven't won a playoff game since 90 something. And it's like,
The biggest thing that people loved was like that whole, narrative came out where it's like Mike McDaniel, when he got the job, he said, I'm going to build this around Tua. I had 700 plays. And I threw them all out because I made plays specifically that are going to help Tua succeed. And it worked. That first year, it was great. Things in Miami could not have been better. Everyone, they're at the beach, they're drinking mojitos and hanging out and having fun. And now it's like, we suck again. So it's not cool anymore.
In all fairness, though, it still worked. I don't think one of his plays was watching Tua get concussed and turn into like a fucking sea sponge on the ground, and then also have that happen again.
But there were also other aspects of that team that just didn't perform. Jalen Waddle was irrelevant.
He got injured at one point. I think it was last year. He missed like
it's been like
huge chunk of the season.
3 years now that they've been kind of mid.
Yeah, they have.
Not very good.
Again,
and Tyreek Hill was...
Well, Tua's had, 2 or 3 concussions? I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3 because the first one is when it was just his back, when no one knew what happened. Remember the very first one he had, and everyone's like, oh, it's a back injury. And everyone's like, no way. And then 2 games later, the next game, he got, like I said, went all fucking crooked hands. And
they've had like serviceable backups, and it's just like their skill players also aren't producing.
I mean, yeah. And then, but it is just kind of crazy that, like, yeah, again, I still think he's getting dragged through the mud.
Fans have a very short fuse when it comes to things like that. Like, people are quick, which we've seen. I mean, even it's like in the baseball world with the Cubs, it's like you see the success. People are so quick to be like, we're done. We're screwed. The world is ending. The sky is falling. Someone call Chicken Little. We're done.
There's always people like that. And that's why I find it very interesting that no one says shit about the Bengals. Like, I know they made the Super Bowl. I understand that. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not dogging on the Bengals. In a sense, I kind of am. Because, like, okay, everyone's like, every year, as long as they have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, they have a shot to win a Super Bowl. It's like, all right, yeah, sure. But, like, you guys want to dog on, like, everyone. You're going to dog on Mike McDaniel for losing his quarterback 2 to 3 separate times for concussions. Jalen Waddle getting hurt. Tyreek Hill getting hurt. They're still, like, they've still been relevant other than, like, last year. Last year was, like, really the worst.
I think they're also just getting tired of, like, you hear more about the shoes that their coach is wearing or his new hairdo rather than...
Could be.
Hey, we're world beaters. We're good.
It very well could be, but I mean the Bengals. It's every year.
But it's also
every year, and everyone just
fans are louder. Miami fans are louder. The squeaky wheel gets the oil.
For sure. But it is funny. Like I'm talking even like national media though. Like no one says shit about everyone. Everyone just accepts and goes, well, the Bengals just start slow. It's like, why the fuck do they get a pass for starting 0-4 every year? What the fuck is that? Why is that okay?
But the thing is too is they can bounce back in the aspect of like, hey, they had turnstiles for defenders last year.
Yeah.
And they almost made the playoffs because Joe Burrow was cooking.
For sure. I 100%, like I said, I understand, like, it's true with those 2 guys and T. Higgins on that team, like, anything's possible. But, like, then where have they been? What are they doing? How far are they getting every year? Because they ain't doing shit.
Well, it's because the problem is they have nothing else.
And no one says fucking shit about Zach Taylor. Just no one says anything about him as a head coach. He just, like, again, keeps getting a free pass. And it's like, well, they just start slow. No one knows the fuck. But every other coach, it's like people even bring up Sean McDermott. Is he possibly on the chopping block if the Bills don't succeed this year?
That's just a lazy narrative, too. That's just like a lazy fishing for anything,
Of
any
course,
attention.
but
That's
but Mike
awful.
McDaniel's getting the same thing where it's like, Mike McDaniel's, is he gonna be like, what if he can't turn the Dolphins around? It's like, well, how fair is that? What the fuck? Like,
Yeah. No,
I
I
mean,
agree. I do agree.
It's kind of weird. It's just a weird thing that for some reason the Bengals get no hate. I mean, now after last year with the defense, people are just shitting on just the defense, of course, but it's like, you know,
Yeah, no,
it
I
just
agree.
seems crazy.
I mean, Mike Tomlin gets the same thing. He's okay. But any other coach, granted, Mike Tomlin has had.
He just started getting hate, but it's always because he's had a winning season.
But yeah,
And
people are
there's always
just
a
like,
chance.
oh, Mike Tomlin's just happy if he goes 8-8, 8-8, never a losing season.
Yeah.
So people are like getting kind of tired of that. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
We want to see some playoff wins. We don't want to see this regular season God stuff no more. We want some playoff wins. We want some success. We haven't had anything since Big Ben was out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's a valid point, but yeah, that's a town that I think appreciates and knows a lot more about football than I would say like Miami. And I think that like you're talking
100%.
like fan wise, like people freaking the hell out. Like there's always going to be that type of crowd in every sports realm, but Pittsburgh people, they're like, we know ball, dude. We're good. Every year that we have a winning record, we at least always know we have a chance to do something.
Yeah.
So there's never like lost hope. But yeah, I did think this was interesting. Just kind of like a stupid move. So the Texans just acquired Harrison Bryant in the John Mechie trade with the Eagles last week. They dropped him.
I did see that. People were like, yeah, a lot of people were like, what is that's like stupid. Why would you do that?
Yeah, just
like,
kind of a pointless move.
Really, really senseless.
I mean, I guess you had to try. I guess you got something back for the trade, but like, I don't know. Harrison Bryant, I didn't think that bad of a tight end. He's not fantastic by any stretch, but I mean,
RG3's got a job at Fox now, Fox College Football. He'll be on their show.
Whoa.
Right next to Dave Portnoy. And honestly, I want to talk about that real quick. The fact that Ohio State banned him from going to the game.
What?
Yeah, Dave Portnoy cannot go to the game. Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't care because of the fact that I think he's...
That's lame.
Yeah, I do agree it's lame. I do agree it is lame. I'm not denying that. But that's another guy I think lazy takes. That guy's a... God, I mean, hey, props to Portnoy for what he's made of himself and his company, but lazy L take after L take.
I would kind of disagree with that. I think he's got a lot of good takes in there too as well. He's kind of another like 50-50 one for me, but
he's one of those dudes though that I've said multiple times that I hate. Just being loud does not make you right.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's my like biggest gripe with him.
Yeah,
I also hate the way he dresses. I don't like the fact that he thinks he's 20 years younger than what he is.
Yeah. Well, that's not even worth bringing up. We already talked about Micah Parsons. I was just going to brush. I guess I could just brush on it really quick. Fuck it. It's not important. We already talked about it. Jerry Jones is getting enough out of this.
Tom Brady's now allowed to go to meetings before production meetings with coaches and teams. He wasn't able to do that before because he was part owner of the Raiders. Now they're letting him.
That's interesting. That's kind of weird, don't you think? Why the fuck was that a big deal before? Now they're just like, yeah, okay, go ahead.
I agree. I think that's odd.
I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Are the Raiders up to something this year? They might actually be up to something.
They might cook.
They might.
They might cook.
They might. I don't really have faith in Geno Smith, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I never did.
I think
I always thought he was a wild card in Seattle. I'm like,
yeah, that was I mean, good on him, but like, yeah,
it's like, hey, Geno Smith is either gonna ball out or he's just gonna shit down his leg. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm actually curious because this would be another valid point. God. Yeah, I thought so too. Once again, another quarterback that you could argue like has shown flashes of being capable, being really good, was drafted by the Jets. Could be why his career fucking sucked.
Geno Smith?
Yeah, because like
Geno Smith had all the hype coming in.
I know
when he got drafted,
and he got drafted by the Jets.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Sam Darnold, the same thing, gets drafted by the Jets. It was like Sam Darnold, and then he stunk. And
I'm kind of willing to bet money on both of those guys this year, though. will not be good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think Sam Darnold's kind of fluky. He had so much talent in every aspect around him. Justin Jefferson's QB proof. Anyone could throw him the ball, he's going to succeed. Jordan Addison, very good. TJ Hawkinson, granted injury, was very good. Kevin O'Connell is like, hey, I'll just scheme this offense to work for you and hide your flaws.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if Seattle's was the best situation for him to go. Granted, there weren't many situations for him to go, but I don't know if Seattle's a place where it's like he can keep up that same energy.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that team pans out this year. I've heard a lot of takes recently about like people thinking they're going to be really good.
I haven't really heard anything about him, which is weird.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much news other than the fact that everyone's like buying it like JSN stock. Everyone's like JSN is nuts. It's like, hey guys, yeah, JSN's been pretty good for like since he got into the league. Granted, his rookie season because that was like DK's like peak. I mean,
you're talking, yeah, he was third behind Tyler Lockett and DK. So, I mean,
yeah.
But I think he is capable full on being a fucking absolute monster. But it's going to be, interesting because they're definitely going to move him to the outside because Cooper Kupp's going to be the slot guy now. So that's
another guy that
changes the dynamic.
People are like so high on.
I still love Cooper Kupp.
I don't know if Cooper Kupp's got the juice anymore, man. I mean,
I think he's got at least another really good year in him. But again, how is Sam Darnold pan out? That's going to be that's really going to be
Cooper
the
Kupp
biggest
stay
thing.
healthy. That's another thing.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, that's also a very relevant question to ask there.
There's a lot of what ifs going on right now. There's a lot of news going on right now, and then there's a lot.
Yeah,
a lot going on.
That was finally, I think I crossed through everything I had on football there.
I'm getting excited. Very excited.
I am. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's coming up quick, dude.
Yeah.
I did see actually what fucking business a Packers fan what a Packers fan was doing at the Bears and Chiefs preseason game. But did you see a Bears fan got the shit kicked out of him by a Packers fan in the stands?
I did not see that.
Yeah, he got up and he was just like covered in blood, dude. He got his shit rocked.
I don't understand fighting in situations like that. You're always gonna face more trouble than it's worth.
Alcohol.
I know, yeah, alcohol fueled, but it's like, hey,
you're not thinking about the consequences
Yeah.
when you're fucking shit-faced and some dickbag's been talking fucking jawing in your ear the entire fucking game and your team's losing by 20 points at one point and you're like, dude, I'm going to beat your ass. Like, you're not thinking about anything else.
it's like, shut up.
I just personally don't get that crazy because I'm like, it's a game, dude. Like, we're a fan of the game. Like, we're not on the team.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. We're gonna go home and we'll get over it. It'll be okay.
Yeah, you and I are gonna go to work tomorrow and both, dislike what we do for a living and hate our lives.
Yeah.
And our only moment to shine is just pretending that we're the fucking coolest guy at the stadium, along with the 70,000 people who are doing the same exact thing.
Exactly.
So I mean, that shit's just stupid. Don't fight people. Plus, you don't know who you're fucking with.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this plenty of times where it's like, yeah, you could just really cross the wrong person.
You could just run into a straight killer.
Yeah.
Like, you could actually just run into somebody who knows their shit, and you're gonna get rocked.
Yep.
And you're gonna regret everything you've ever done, and it's gonna get caught on video, especially at a sporting event, because everything gets caught on video now. So stop puffing your chests out.
Someone's always recording at all times.
Yeah.
For like no reason.
It's not worth it, dude. It is not worth it. I mean, if you think you got one good haymaker in you, it ain't worth it, dude. Take a boxing class. Do something before you go out there and start puffing your chest out.
Yeah.
And once you start taking boxing classes and shit, you're going to walk out and you're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to puff my chest out. Because you don't feel the need to anymore. Because you actually know how to fight.
Or you might because you know how to fight. Like, you know what? I don't care anyways. I'll mess this guy up.
That's a good point. Yeah, there are some psychos out there.
Yeah.
You are, yeah. Valid point.
Yeah. What else we got?
That was it for
I got
football.
nothing else for football. I know you probably got some baseball stuff to touch on.
Yeah, I do got some baseball stuff. Congratulations to the Big Dumper.
Big Cheeks.
Absolutely crushed. Dude, just hit a fucking nuke last night for his 50th home run of the year. Batting from the right side of the plate. Took it into the mid-level, the second deck, out in left field. It was crazy. It's so awesome what he is doing. I mean, he's He's not playing great. Like, he's batting like 245, and I've been seeing a lot of people shitting on, like, if he wins MVP for fucking with a 245
He's
average.
like 2016 Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah. I mean, but, well, even better, because it's like, the dude's got 50 home runs, and we got 30 games left.
Yeah.
It's like, if he hits 60 home runs and has 130-something RBIs, like, there's no reason he should. I don't care if his batting average is 245. 245 is not bad. Is it great? No. But that's a middle-of-the-road player with extreme power. Also, he is playing as a catcher. He's not just DHing.
Yeah.
He's playing as a catcher most of the season. So that makes it even more impressive to me for at least MVP voting wise. And then also, I did save it. Okay. The other night, the Athletics, 2 nights ago, the Athletics and Tigers game. Tariq Skubal, who's been absolutely phenomenal, lights out this year. One of the best pitchers in all of baseball. Is the let's see here. Yeah, bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers are up 3-2. Bases loaded. Skubal's still in. And Shea Langoliers, who also, as a catcher, super underrated. This guy mashes the fucking ball. I've been a big fan of his for the last 2 years now. He comes up and hits an absolute fucking bomb grand slam off of Skubal, which is just a big deal in general because when someone hitting a grand slam off of Skeens is a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I think someone hitting a grand slam in general is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, like it's already kind of on a level, and then it just keeps going up. So hitting one off of Skubal there and to take the lead, especially you got the Athletics who get clowned all the time, and then they take one down from the best team in baseball, arguably behind the Brewers. I'll admit that. Which last night fucking walked it off again against the Diamondbacks, but that team's ass, and the Milwaukee Brewers strike again. I have another comment on that. I'll hold that. But I thought it was funny because this chick their announcer, the female announcer, always gets absolutely ragged on for how bad her calls are. And last night, she hit, no pun intended, she hit an absolute banger. And there's still people roasting her. When that grand slam, she's screaming and she goes, and Shea Bangaliers, it's all the way out of here. And I'm like, that is so awesome. Like Bangaliers on the spot.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's fire. And the call was so good, and people are still dogging her. And I'm like, calm down, dude.
People are gonna hate.
Of course, but like, bro, they hate because she's a female.
Yeah, 100%.
And she has made a lot of shitty calls. I mean, she has made some really terrible calls.
Yeah.
But that's better than the backup announcer for her, who was announcing during the fucking calling the Astros and Athletics game when I forget who it was, might have been Lawrence Butler, hit a ball into the second deck in the middle of right field, and he goes, and it's a foul ball.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
what?
That was gone out to right field into the second deck. He's like, oh yeah, that's a home run.
Jeez.
So it's better than that guy.
Yeah. No, I agree.
In all fairness, so I'll give her that. But yeah, it was pretty crazy to see that. And then speaking of Lawrence Butler too, pretty funny shit. Same series, Detroit and Athletics. Bottom of the 8th, no outs, runner on first. It's a tie game, 5-5. In the bottom of the 8th, the A's are at home. Lawrence Butler hits a sky-high pop-up and took 10 seconds to get to first base. He walked about 4 steps down the line and turned and started walking towards the dugout. And I forget if it was a shortstop or the third baseman, missed the ball.
Jesus.
Dropped it. It was literally like next to the pitcher's mound. Missed the ball. Lawrence Butler then takes off from like the fucking takes off from like the on deck circles damn near and starts running for first. They turned a double play. They got the runner out from first, and then they threw him out at first after he attempted to run. It took him over 10 seconds to run to first base from the time he hit the ball.
I'm like, yeah,
you
know
can't
what?
do that.
This guy's getting sent down.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't.
I'm not dealing with it.
That is crazy. Like, I understand the mentality, but like, bro, come on. No outs in a tie game in the bottom of the 8th. Like, it's 1 out. You can't just give up on the play.
Yeah.
We've seen this time and time again, guys giving up on fly balls and shit. Like, you never know what's going to happen.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Yeah, me too. That's real lazy shit. And then in really big news, did you see Wilson Contreras absolutely lose his marbles?
Yeah, and throw his bat at his own dude? The guy on his staff.
Yeah, one of the coaches. Yeah. I mean, first off, went absolutely apeshit on the umpire.
Yes.
Like, lost his absolute mind, was throwing Carlos Marmol around like it was really crazy looking how bad he lost his shit. Now, someone had to have said something to him, but
I don't. It looked like because he thought the call was bad, but
the call was a good call.
It was a great call. That was a dot.
100%. It was a clean strike, no questions asked. That's why I think maybe like the catcher or something said something, and then like
chirping at him
something because he
I don't know
just
because
went
I don't know
0 to 100.
Yeah,
and then is literally getting like carried off the field. Throws the bat behind him, hits one of the coaches in the chest with it. He's now suspended for 6 games.
Yeah, good.
Rightfully so. Yeah,
good.
I mean that's
the clown behaviors. There's no room for stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't be that much. He's kind of getting to be too much of a hothead.
Yeah, I don't know. He's juicing.
Whoa, he might be, dude.
Like the rest of the MLB.
Yeah, just nobody knows. That was it that I had on baseball. Oh no, the fucking Brewers. This is a stat that I don't think is something to be proud of, and I will say just because it goes back to the relevancy of football, like the Vikings, I think it was 2 years ago.
Minnesota, it's a Minnesota thing.
Well, the Milwaukee Brewers are not located in Minnesota, but close enough.
I don't know geography.
But
I'm not like an idiot in front of all you guys.
The Milwaukee Brewers strike again. They get fucking tie game. It's an 8-8 game in the bottom of the 9th. And a pitcher for the Diamondbacks, I can't remember his name, lets up a single, then walks 2 guys to load the bases with no outs against the fucking, obviously, the best team in baseball. Like, okay, you got this game handed to you. And then someone popped out, whatever. They put up a stat, though, that game was their 10th walk-off win of the year.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, yeah, the best in MLB. But I'm like, that's not a stat to be proud of. Sure, it's a good thing to show, like, we're resilient, and obviously, like, in a sense, it's a good thing. But that also means you're, like, playing really close games all the time. Like, 10 walk-offs, like, that means you're in a dogfight with the fucking 63 and 68 Diamondbacks.
Hey.
They're stinky.
Baseball is every day, dude.
It is,
day by day.
Sure. For sure. And I know 10 out of 162, doesn't sound like a lot, but, like, that is similar with the Vikings like 2 years ago. Like I said, I think it was two years ago, and it was like they were like 11 and they had like 11 wins and were 1-score games.
Yeah, like within like 3 points.
Yes,
and if they were flipped, they would be garbage.
Yeah, it's like that's not a good thing. Like, sure, the wins are great and they count.
That just means when those big games come, that you're when you face, in a 7-game series, when you're facing a very, very good team, you're probably gonna lose because eventually you're going to get tired. I mean, it's more relevant for football, in my opinion. Like that like take, because like with the Vikings, it's like, hey, yeah, you're playing a very close game against these, against the Bears or whatever, but then you're going to go play, I don't know, like a good team. Like you're going to go play the Lions or say whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's why you got your cheeks pushed in. Like, it's just, that's why that happens. You're actually frauds. You're frauds. I'm not saying the Brewers are frauds. Because the take is more relevant for football.
I think the Brewers are really good, but I do think they're kind of fraudulent. Also, in big
fraud watch. Fraud watch.
I think his name's Tyler McGill. Their closer, who's been like lights out for them, is suffering a what is it? Fuck, some kind of soft tissue issue. He's gonna be like, that's something that's gonna take like weeks, more than likely.
No bueno.
So that's kind of, their bullpen's deep. Their bullpen's really good, but that does kind of put a damper on things, hopefully for them, and our hope at least, because we just lost to the fucking Giants last night. Like, what are we doing here? Like, come on, dude. We had a great chance. Yesterday we were 5.5 games back, and I'm watching the Cubs game. We go up 2-1, and I'm like, all right, Brewers. I'm like, fucking Brewers tied it, of course. I'm like, okay. Man, I'm like, if the Brewers lose and the Cubs win tonight, like, there you go. We jumped to 4.5 games, and now all of a sudden, all that freaking out seems useless.
Yeah.
Because 4.5 games can, like, you can just chop at it as long as you keep getting the wins.
Yeah.
And the Cubs have a great opportunity to stack up some wins. We play in some stinky teams here at the end of the year. Can't be losing to fucking Giants, dude. And it's like, as quick as that happened, it literally flipped the other direction. Brewers end up walking it off. Cubs lose. Now we're 6.5 back. It's like, dude, come on. Cubs are killing me right now.
No bueno.
Yeah, it's killing me. But that's all I had on baseball. And I did see a funny post that has nothing to do with baseball, but someone posted a video of Chet Holmgren doing like bench presses with dumbbells.
Did 28 pounds.
And said the work doesn't stop for Chet and did like the fucking arm flex
Yeah,
thing.
yep.
And some dude tagged it and said, grown man struggling with 28 pounds.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
I'm like, yeah, well, the guy's built like a number 2 pencil. What do you expect? Like, he's built like a 7-year-old girl.
Yeah, who is 7
feet tall.
Yeah, 7 feet tall.
100%. But it is kind of crazy looking at that, and you're like, wow, 28-pound dumbbells, and he's like,
we don't know the
chest.
context though. Maybe that was the end of his workout too.
100%. That was my first thought. I'm like, he could legitimately this could be like the 35th rep on like 4 sets.
And it's very hard for someone that tall and lanky to put on mass. Like,
well, you don't want to put on that much mass. Like, not a lot.
Yeah.
At least you want to put some. He could afford to put some on.
Yeah, that guy probably weighs like 98 pounds soaking wet.
I wonder what he weighs. I want to look this up.
It's probably honestly over 200. I'm going to say well over. No, he probably weighs 215. How tall he is? That's a lot.
That's not as far well over 200 as I thought you were going to say, but yeah, that's kind of where the ballpark I was thinking about 205, 210.
Yeah. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Google it. How much does Chet Holmgren weigh?
Ooh, 208 pounds.
Nice. That's crazy.
That is fucking.
That's crazy.
Nuts.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. That's mind blowing, actually.
Eat a Snickers. Do something.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, come on.
Straight up,
That's
dude.
not good.
200. Can you imagine being 7 foot tall and 200 pounds?
Dude, if the wind blows hard enough, you're just gonna get pushed over.
Yeah, legit. You're just
like that's
up.
insane.
That is crazy. I mean, if he could put on like a solid, even if he could put on like 20, 25 pounds over the next few years,
even
of course.
10 pounds would do the guy good.
Well, yeah, 10 pounds of muscle. But like in the next few years, if he can actually manage to throw on 20 pounds, think of how well he could throw his fucking weight around in the paint. Like, he's a dominant.
The fork.
Yeah, he's a dominant player, but like he could really turn himself into something if he would just gain a little weight.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
That's insane.
I agree.
Yeah, but I think that pretty much did it for me.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up. We're gonna get some food. Well, go make some food, that is.
Yes.
But as always, thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, follow, comment, subscribe, share. You can find us anywhere at all. YouTube, Spotify, Apple, anywhere where you get your podcast. We're there. I promise you. I give you my word. And then follow us on X. Follow our Instagram. Our Instagram following has slowed down. We got an Instagram, so check us out on that too. And as always, thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks.